Hi, how are you? Are you painting today? I'm painting right now, and I thought I'd stop and take a moment just to say hi and to see how you're doing. I wanted to give you some encouragement and show you what I'm doing. Now, I know we talk all the time about trying to paint a little bit every day and to grow as an artist, because if you don't do it, you're not going to grow. But I wanted to take a moment and briefly kind of go back on that just a little bit. So, for example, I just recently had the stomach flu and PMS and all that, and then it was a lot of humidity in the air and a lot of allergies, grass allergy stuff, and so all around for about a week I was feeling pretty miserable. So I didn't do anything. I completely shut myself down from art. I didn't do any art whatsoever. I stopped my website. I had a week to just right? And I'm sure that's happened to you. It happens to everybody. Fact of life. So now that I feel better and then it's over and I feel so much better, then I'm starting to paint now. And because I took that break for a week, I feel so rejuvenated and ready to go. Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever gotten to a place where you just feel blocked and you're like, I just can't anymore? I mean, it's starting to feel like a job, right? Like, I'm not doing Motley Muse as a job. I'm doing it to hang out and have fun and have friends and paint. And I mean, it is nice that it does pay my bills. And I like that I don't need to have a boss. I'm able to be my own boss. But at the end of the day, if you don't have the passion, you don't have the drive, and you're miserable, then why are you doing it, right? So if you're feeling like that, take a few days off. Take a month off, maybe two, but not too long. But, take a moment and then just let it go, especially if you're blocked. If you have a painting that you're working on and you just can't, like you're just like, you can't get it, it's not working, the person either looks dead or it's not working for you, take a break, come back to it like a year later. I once painted my self-portrait with me holding a cat, really cute painting. I actually had to put the painting down for 7 years, and I put it in the attic so I didn't have to see it. I was upset with it. 7 years later, I was cleaning out the attic and I found it, and that night I painted, and oh my goodness, it came out really good. I mean, it was good. I ended up showing it at the gallery, and I made $800 off that piece. And in the total of everything, it only took me 2 hours worth of my time to sit down and paint it. So I don't want you to be discouraged, because I know that I'm all over social media always telling you and reminding you to practice for the day and to just, push yourself. But also remember to take a little bit of time and just let it go. And at the same time, sometimes you can push a painting. I had this fairy I was working on. She was totally adorable, but I just kept working it and working it and working it to the point that it got overworked. I mean, I ended up scratching it. I painted over the canvas. So that does happen too. So just go until you're happy. Your art will be finished and beautiful when you're at peace and you're happy and you're tired. If you go down and you're working on in a session, as soon as I get fatigued and tired, I stop. That's when I'm like, it's done, it's over. And if I don't feel that it's completed, then save it for another day. You don't always have to one after the other, okay? I don't want you to make this into a job, because the paintings, they come out bad for me when I do that, when I'm just So right now, since I haven't painted for a while or done anything, I have this renewed sense of, yeah, let's do this. So here, I'm going to flip the camera around to show you what I'm working on. Now, for context, I do live in the city, so I'm on vacation right now, which also, being sick right the week before vacation, oh my goodness. Thank goodness I got better before I went on vacations, because, oh, how miserable traveling that way. But anyways, thank God. I prayed a lot. So I feel better now. And that's another thing too, a side note I wanted to tell you. I have a rule with myself. Sometimes if I'm angry, I'll go into the studio and I'll create and I'll get my emotions out. So that way I'm not blowing up on other people and stressing out. It's almost like a form of therapy, a little bit. But because I mean, you know me, I'm a professional artist. This is 100% how I pay my bills. So I like to go into a session of art with a happy disposition. I like to be where I don't have pain, where I'm not angry. And then those are the moments in which I paint paintings that oftentimes have happy themes. And I have noticed that all kinds of art sells. But the easiest type of art to sell is something that somebody wants to look at and enjoy and appreciate, and what makes them happy and gives them happy emotions. Those paintings tend to sell a little bit better in my experience for me. The angry, icky paintings, they do, but you know, it's less clientele are looking for that. So keep that in mind when you're creating, and you know, it's that fine line, you know, it's business lady, but then also make it happen because, you know, it needs to happen because it's fun and it's life, right? So good and the bad. And honestly, I'm going to be truthful. Everybody lies a lot about, oh, I'm making all this money and everything. But in the end of the day, yeah and no at the same time. I go through waves all the time. Sometimes I have a lot of classes and some of my showings do well. Other times I'll have a showing and nothing happens. People just weren't looking for what I had in the gallery. So, you know, it comes and it goes. So if your art journey should be that. So here, let me show you right now. I'm going to flip the camera over so you can see. Now I'm in the living room. I'm inside a timeshare, so it's very lovely. I'm still kind of coming out of my sick phase, so today I decided to be mellow and stay in the hotel, but everybody else left. So right now I'm all by myself. I'm totally peaceful. I don't have the TV on. I have nothing going on, and so I'm able to really focus and concentrate. And when I travel, I like to take watercolors, solely based on the fact that I have a little bag and it's so much easier to transport watercolors than it is to do the whole acrylic thing and then with the easel and the whole 9 yards. So here is the view. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see what I'm looking at. Yep, there's my view, and here's my stuff. Nice area in the woods. Here's the painting. Now I've only got 3 minutes in this sketch. This is what's considered a rough, quick sketch. Sometimes in art, it's nice to have like a warm-up. So I have my little book here with tons of paper, good quality paper. And these are little warm-ups. On purpose, it's supposed to kind of look a little ugly and rough. It's just to, you know, to stretch and to move. This is the first painting I've done in like a week. So it's just to get the wiggles out there and the jitters. So I always like to travel with this. I'm sure you've seen these guys at the art store. These are the cheapest, best quality watercolors. Not trying to sell anything here or whatnot, but it's just, this is what I use. I prefer it. Travels well. 2 coffee mugs. I have my dirty water and my clean water. I like to remember, you always want to have clean first with the dirty water and then the light water. I do have expressions of faith here. I am a Christian, so I have some of these. And these, I mean, they're arty, but they're kind of not arty in that they're already, somebody's been doing stuff for you. This is for when I'm not in the mood and I'm angry and I just need some positive interaction. Then that happens. Like I go through here and then I just, you know, I have some nice quotes and everything. And then I also have my book of just paper. Then again, I'm not trying to sell anything. This is what I'm using, mixed media paper. I also have my little baggie here, and I love my baggie. Totally, absolutely love my baggie. It's a makeup bag. I got all my little, I have another doodly book, a tiny little book, and then I have all my other little, like, I have charcoal pencils, many pencils. I have some of this white masking ink, and the little pen for the masking ink here. And I also sometimes I carry these. They're miniature bottles of water, And because it's in this bag, I know that these are not clean water. So I'll have them for when I'm out and about and I'm not in a location in which I can really fill up in clean water and have like these cups over here. So that makes it really easy to have these. So this is my traveling kit. Oh, I also have my little eraser for the masking fluid, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, sometimes I'll have a hair tie in there. But let me show you the view. Now, do you see my little art here? This is a heightened sense of reality. You're not really seeing what actually when it looks like. This is almost impressionism. It's about the feeling of what the scenery is, not actually like I only did 3 trees, you know. I didn't do like what we're really seeing. What you see out of my view is this. So that's what I'm talking about, heightened sense of reality, where we're just kind of going with it, right? It doesn't have to look like a photograph. I mean, we're doing art here. It can, and some art is amazingly gorgeous when it looks like a photograph. But sometimes, you know, just let it be, let it flow, and let it happen as it happens. Now you can see how I've gotten inspiration. Do you see this tree right here where it's brown? I did a couple of those, and then I did a couple of these. Now I did do some pine trees, and you don't really see pine trees there, but in the moment of just sitting down and painting, that's what I got. And then all this other things, I didn't add that. You know, I didn't add the little things. I got some fruit out here, and I threw some out in the field. We have some deer. I don't see any right now at all, but earlier there was a ton of deer all over this place. And so you can see there's the inside of my little space. So yeah, I would challenge you that when you go on vacation, there's always going to be a down moment in travel. So like maybe you're waiting for the train, maybe like, or the plane, I was in the car for a while. I have painted in the car before. It's a little annoying. My husband gets mad at me. But that's why, you know, you have those little water bottles. So it all works out. Just you won't really make that much of a mess, and it's easy cleanup. So yeah, I mean, it is, I got my little extra little bag here. Here, let me count. So, I mean, I have my little extra bag that I take with me, but that's not a lot of stuff to take. It's a little baggie. So I would challenge you the next time, you know, just maybe, sometimes I keep this little guy in my car if I'm not really traveling around, but like I have a moment, like I'm on my, like before when I used to work, and I'd be like on a lunch break. Then I would, you know, sometimes I would take it out, or, you know, different things. So yeah, try that and let's see. Also, if you do, please in the comments, like send me like a picture or something, or like show me your little setup. Like, what do you take with you when you go on vacation? And thanks so much for like being a part of the Motley Muse family. Like, honestly, seriously, I started this as a hobby and it's turned out into this amazing, like, awesome family of people. I mean, we have some amazing artists in the group. Have you seen their work? I mean, it's all over Facebook. So yeah, check it out. It's called the Painting Group. Excuse me, it's a group on Facebook that's Painting Challenge, and that's where a lot of the people that are part of the family post a lot of their art. Is really cool. You should put some of your stuff so I can see how cool and what you're working on, because this is a two-way street. I want to be all communicating with you and see what you got going on. Maybe I can learn something from you. I am always trying to learn new things and push myself. So until next time, I will see you again. And also I wanted to mention, I don't know if you've heard yet, but I started the art club where we meet every 2 weeks and we do it on Zoom. I went ahead and got a subscription with Zoom, so that way we can like all be on there and like communicating at the same time with video, so we can all create together. And it's been pretty rad. It's a lot of, and it's amazing too, because like, oh my goodness, last week we had South Africa, we had Australia was there, we had a couple ladies in Chile, we had Canada. I mean, it was insane. I mean, how cool, right? Who would have thought? 5 years ago, never would have thought, but how cool. So anyways, check that out. You'll see it on my website. I have it down. My website, motleymuseart.com, is in the link in the description at the bottom. So check that out and totally come and join the party. I'll see you later. Bye.